My beloved child, I need you to hear this without doubt, without hesitation, without letting your past or your fear interrupt what I am about to say to you. You were chosen for this moment. Not by accident, not by chance, not because there was no one else, but because there is something within you that is meant for this time. And I know you do not always see it. I know there are days when you question your value, when you compare yourself to others, when you feel like you are not enough or not ready. But your feelings do not define your identity. Your doubts do not cancel your purpose. You are still chosen. My child, being chosen does not always feel like honor at the beginning. Sometimes it feels like pressure. Sometimes it feels like isolation. Sometimes it feels like you are walking a path that others around you do not fully understand. You may have felt different for a long time. Different in the way you think, in the way you see things, in the way you respond to life. You may have felt like you do not completely fit into certain environments, like you are out of place, like you are meant for something more, but you cannot fully explain it. That feeling is not confusion. That feeling is awareness. It is the recognition that your path is not ordinary. My child, purpose often begins as discomfort. It begins as a sense that there is more for you, even when you do not know what that more looks like. It begins as a desire to grow, to change, to move forward, even when it is difficult. And because of that, you may have experienced seasons where you felt alone. Not because you were truly alone, but because your direction was different. You were being guided away from what was familiar and toward what is meant for you. My child, I want you to understand that your identity is not based on your past mistakes. It is not based on what others have said about you. It is not based on moments where you felt like you failed. Your identity is based on who you are becoming. And who you are becoming is someone stronger, wiser, more aware, more aligned with purpose. Every challenge you have faced has been shaping that identity. Every lesson you have learned has been preparing you for influence. Because the path you are walking is not only about you. It is about the people you will impact. The lives you will touch. The example you will set. My child, stepping into your identity requires letting go of the version of yourself that no longer fits. The version that doubts constantly. The version that hesitates. The version that seeks approval from everyone. That version was part of your journey, but it is not your final form. You are growing beyond it. And growth requires change. It requires leaving behind what feels comfortable in order to step into what is meaningful. My child, leadership does not always look like standing in front of a crowd. Sometimes it looks like making better decisions when no one is watching. Sometimes it looks like choosing growth over comfort. Sometimes it looks like staying consistent when others give up. Influence begins with how you live your life. The way you think, the way you act, the way you respond to challenges. These things shape your direction and the direction of those around you. My child, there are people who will be influenced by your journey, even if you do not realize it. They will see how you handle difficulties. They will see how you continue despite challenges. They will see how you grow and change. And that will inspire them. That is part of your purpose. Not just to succeed, but to show others what is possible. My child, I know stepping into something greater can feel overwhelming. It can make you question if you are ready, if you are capable, if you can handle the responsibility. But readiness does not come before action. It comes through action. As you step forward, you grow. As you take responsibility, you become stronger. As you face challenges, you develop the skills you need. You do not have to be perfect. You only have to be willing. My child, your voice matters. Your ideas matter. Your perspective matters. Do not silence yourself because you think others are better or more qualified. Everyone starts somewhere. And your starting point is enough. What matters is that you begin. That you take the first step. That you move forward even when you feel uncertain. My child, I am calling you higher. Not to a place of pressure, but to a place of growth. A place where you see your potential clearly. A place where you stop limiting yourself. A place where you begin to act in alignment with who you are becoming. This call will require courage. It will require discipline. It will require consistency. But it will also bring fulfillment. Because when you live in alignment with your purpose, you feel a sense of direction that cannot be replaced. My child, do not let fear hold you back. Fear will always try to appear when you are about to grow. It will tell you that you are not ready, that you might fail, that you should wait. But waiting too long can become avoidance. And avoidance keeps you in the same place. Move forward despite the fear. Because courage is not the absence of fear, it is action in the presence of it. My child, you are capable of more than you realize. You have strengths that you have not fully used. You have abilities that you have not fully explored. And as you begin to step into your identity, you will discover them. You will see what you are truly capable of. My child, this is your moment. Not because everything is perfect, but because you are ready to begin. Ready to grow. Ready to step into something greater. Do not wait for a perfect time. Do not wait for complete confidence. Start now. With what you have. Where you are. And build from there. My child, you were chosen for this moment. Not to stay the same, but to rise. Not to remain hidden, but to step forward. Not to doubt yourself, but to believe in what is possible. And as you begin to walk in that belief, your life will begin to change. Your direction will become clearer. Your purpose will become stronger. And your impact will begin to grow. If this message reached your heart today, take a moment to like this video so others who feel unsure of themselves can hear these words. Subscribe to this channel for more messages that remind you of your purpose. And write Amen in the comments if you believe that you were chosen for this moment. Share this message with someone who needs to be reminded that they are capable of more than they think and that their journey has meaning.